All right, we're going to mess up our little pattern just to fill in that because I am vain. I do not want any dirt in here. Mine is single player, obviously, so there is nobody else on here. On occasion, I do have Tackback on here as a guest. And so he is on here and he will help me with usually a project. We did the dragon together. I did see, oh, it's way up there. Okay. So he helps with that type of stuff or with running abandoned mine shafts. He is the type that if he sees a hole to jump in, he jumps into it. And I'm like, you didn't even consider the fact that that hole doesn't have a bottom and you can't see it. He'll jump in anyways. It's like, no. That is not how this works. Nope. Yep. I will have a lot of dirt, won't I? Which I definitely need because we have some filling in to do. I'm just going to clear off this section. Okay. Or I'm going to throw my shovel on the ground. That'll work too. Not sure why I have a diamond shovel, but I'm not going to argue with it. I have to clear out all of this cobblestone or stone out of here and fill it in with dirt, but that can wait. I gotta figure out where the swamp is. I think the swamp is this direction, like in the direction we actually are in. And I need some more arrows. I need to figure out where I put my infinity bow again, unless of course that was when I fell off with the dragon. There's a good chance I don't have one anymore. As for playing on a server, it depends on your style. I am a pure vanilla player, so I have played on many servers over times, and I only play on vanilla servers. I have run servers, and I have run modded servers with a team, and I don't want to do that again. It's really hard to run a Minecraft server. There are a lot of griefers out there and a lot of people who don't share your same vision. And as a result, you fight most of the time. And it's like, you're supposed to be playing. So that's why I'm very impressed with things like the Hermitcraft server. They don't really fight. So I don't know if they do in the background and we just don't see it. But I really don't know. Also, my favorite is Ethos, so it's weird. He's a favorite, but I don't watch him very much. I watch a lot more Zoom Avoid because of the fact that you can... I'm like, am I hearing my hamster in the background? I don't know. He explains a lot of things. Like, he'll take you through the snapshots and say, what are the new stuff coming up? So I have been doing that. As each snapshot comes out, he does a new video and lets you know what's on that new snapshot. I do not play snapshots because there's a chance it will break. I don't have the technical skills to be able to fix that. I have had one glitch in this one, and I had to use MC Edit, which I do know how to use, and I fixed most of the glitches. There is one that I missed, and I'm actually keeping it as a monument over there to remind me of the fact that, oh yeah, I almost did lose all my files, and maybe backing them up would be a good idea. Yeah, I'm not such a good person for backing up files. He helped with the end, going in the end, fighting the Ender Dragon, and we found an end city, which took forever, and I was able to get shulker boxes. I have never had shulker boxes in my life. So that, to me, is amazing, to actually have them. This is where we need all this dirt for. This giant hole in the ground that has no purpose to be a hole in the ground. None. It's just a hole in the ground. So I'm filling in these holes in the ground because my plan is to build, once the new villages are out, my plan is to design a village, like several different villages, separate villages, walled in villages so that they can't interact with each other. For each of the different types of villages you can have. So there'll be a plains area in which I'll grow, like, I'll make it look like the plains. There'll be a jungle area where I'll have jungle stuff. And then I'm going to go out and get the villagers that are for each one of those biomes and put them in their biome. So they'll have little villages all over my land. But to do that, I need the land. Also, because it's not just the villager update, it's the villager and pillager update, I need to make a pretty good wall because this actually is a village. There is an actual village here. Not one that I built. It is from when we first got here. So those buildings are still here. We need to protect the fact that we can be attacked. See, I keep looking up and I see your question and I'm like, well, what do you mean by a good server? A good server is one that doesn't have a lot of lag and has stuff on it that you like. The last server I was on, I was approached by the server owner and said, hey, I like the way you build. Would you be interested in coming on our server? Now, what I didn't know, and I was naive at the time, I was quite flattered, was that they were just looking to promote their server, get more people on it, and they were hoping to get streamers to stream on their server. Well, I have very strict rules on my server, on my stream. This is a family-friendly stream. And so he reassured me, no worries, very mature group, everything like that. And I said, well, I'll come on because it was modded and I would check it out and see if it would suit my actual stream. And he said, oh yeah, come on in, everything like that. Got on there. Tackback joined me because we were both going to play. And I actually got to do what's called RuneCraft. And the developers of that actually came on and did a training session with us so that I could learn how all of the mods work and how to do all that stuff. And I started getting everything set up and it was pretty awesome in getting everything ready and set up, and I found a place to actually build and everything like that. But he was still recruiting. And the average age of the people he was recruiting kept dropping and getting lower and lower and lower. And the conversations that people were having were becoming more graphic and far from family friendly. There was a lot more swearing going on in the chat. And when I pointed that out to him, I was like, you told me one thing and this is what I'm seeing. Like, what's going on here? You sold me something and I'm not happy with this. So, he's like, well, you can turn off the chat. You don't have to see it. And I was like, the point of being on a multiplayer server is so that I can be with other people. And in my stream, I can interact with other people. And you're telling me I can't interact with these people if I turn it off. What's the point of being on the server? Anyways, it ended up with me deciding that I really enjoyed the people. The language itself doesn't bother me as much as I don't want to stream it. So I was in the process of letting him know that I wanted to play on his server, but I wouldn't be streaming from his server because it doesn't qualify as a server I can stream from. But before I could do that, he actually banned me from the server. I actually got banned. And his reasoning being that his dear friend, who was actually a huge bully on the server, and he couldn't bully me because I was just like, good luck on that. You're going to say one thing and I'm not going to care. So he couldn't bully me. He bullied the server owner into banning me because he said I was too demanding. And it's like, I'm not sure what I was demanding. There is a way to make it day in the server and then make it night. There are runes to do that. And so some people were far enough along that they could do that, which is awesome. So you could put out a request, hey, can you make it day? Or hey, can you make it night? And so for the first little while when I started, before I was able to do that, I would do that. And so he said I was too demanding, asking for it to be day all the time. And I was like, I have my own runestones. I can make it day and night as I please now. I don't actually need any help and haven't asked if you check the log for several weeks. So I'm not quite sure what he's talking about. We are supposed to post our actual coordinates as to where we were building so that we could have it protected in that area. Yeah. Hey, Rebel. Welcome, welcome. We were supposed to post that, so I did as requested, and one of his friends decided to build in the same generic area. So it's like, wait a second, you have these rules, but they're not for your friends? This is not okay. But I was still in early days, so what I did was I moved all my stuff. I had 2 areas that we were going to build in, and we just moved to the other area. And the other guy didn't even realize it, that we were there, and hadn't even bothered to check coordinates in there or any of it. So it's like, okay. But yeah, I got banned for causing trouble, despite the fact that I was the one who moved. And I'm the one who said, you know, I think it's because he knew I wasn't going to stream. I wasn't going to promote a server. So I did, though, happily get invited by the mod. Oh, I don't have any actual dirt with me. We need more dirt. The guy who actually owns the mod itself, he invited me to come and play on their server, like the actual official server. And I was like, really? I'm like, right now I'm feeling a little extra crispy from this burn. But he's like, yeah, this guy doesn't represent what our mod is supposed to be doing. He just happens to be using our mod, and he's listed on their Discord and stuff. So I'm in their Discord, and I have an open invitation to come and play on. Is this the place? Yes, on the actual test server for RuneScape, which is, and I'm saying RuneScape, but I think it's wrong. I think I'm calling the mod wrong. But yeah. And so I chatted with him and stuff about the fact that I'm like, what the heck? How come I'm banned on here? And so he found out for me. And he was the one who ratted out them all, which is very cool. But as a result, now when I get requests saying, hey, will you come play on our server? You know, I love the way you build. I'm like, I have been digging dirt all day. How do you know how I've been building? I have not seen your name in my chat. So, no. That's an auto no. There is one that I did look at. He admitted the fact that he found me in passing, and he seemed to think that my personality would fit in his server. I was like, oh, that's new. I have never been told that. And it's because I am kind of a diva. I am very much, if your rules say ABC, I expect everyone to ABC. Because I'm going to ABC. And that's all there is. And if you say the community needs together to make changes to those rules, I expect the community to do it. Yes, I'm still talking about Minecraft. Just close out of beta of it. No, I am not looking for a server, mostly because at the beginning I had my Warframe rant. Warframe has decided to suck the life out of me. Completely and totally with their new Wolf of Saturn 6. At first, it seemed really interesting, and it was a cool concept and everything like that, and it made the game a lot fairer for a lot of people. And then it became very clear that in the process of making it fair for everyone to play, it guaranteed that nobody could do anything but play the game. So if you want to actually see what sunlight looks like, nope. If you're playing Warframe, you are no longer worthy of seeing the sun. Prison and Faction. I have never played in either of those modes. All the servers that I have been part of, other than this Rune one, have been vanilla. With very basic like spawn protection. That's kind of really all there is. The ones that I ran, I did the TPPI. I was one of the servers that actually ran the Reddit one, where Reddit itself was creating its own mods and adding and stuff like that. My server that I ran with 2 others, we were small mossy potatoes, based on our favorite things in the game. Yeah, I do. Part of me misses that, part of me doesn't. Running a server is really stressful, especially since there have to be other people on it, and I don't want to do that. The very first server I was on, the very first time I ever played multiplayer in my life, I played for the Darkness Gaming Network, and that is where Small Mossy Potatoes grew out of, because we were dissatisfied with how it was being done. And we figured if somebody with as little programming and stuff skill as he had was able to run a server, 2 IT professionals and somebody who has lots of skills in HR should be able to run a server fairly easily. No? Just no? I don't understand how the prison one works, or factions. I do understand things like Townie a little bit. I understand some of the economy ones, and I don't like them. Mostly because the people who dominate on those ones were there from the beginning. And they feel a little pay-to-win-ish. Don't like that. And I find any servers that, like, there was one server I joined that they had done everything, but they had built it all in Spawn. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Why would you put it all in Spawn? Like, the lag was incredible. Now, if you could get over the lag, which I didn't really care because I was building far, far away from Spawn, and unless somebody actually logged in, I was okay. Because if they went into Spawn, then it caused everybody else to have headaches. I got out of that one too. That one was a little toxic. They had finished everything and they were trying to start some new weird projects, and they were having trouble keeping people because of the lag. Okay, I'm just going to use a regular one. I wasn't going to. Upgrade your pick and mine to get better mines to make more. So essentially it's just what I'm doing now, but I get paid for it. And what am I doing with all the cobble? All of my nether tunnels are made of cobble. So that actually sounds very relaxing, strangely enough, to be able to just mine because you feel like it, to do better each time. Okay, this is where we're going to cut it off. That pillar there is the edge of my area. Oh, you guys killed a... That noise you hear in the background, that noise, that's actually my phone. Just so you know, I'm getting emails and text messages and I'm ignoring them all. This here is one of the 4 corners. So here, and then way out over there, which you can't see, and way over there you can't see, and then way over in that corner, which you can't see. Everything inside of this area is the area I'm working with. This area is the hardest area because it's so lumpy. I've cleared off all the trees so that everything internal is in here. And I am trying my best to figure out how to landscape it so that I have land that works. Like, this just doesn't work for me. Is this 79? 79 is what I'm going as a maximum height over here. I think I went 75 over there because I forgot it was 79. Like, that's how bad this is. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm trying to fill in stuff up to there. So, okay, hang on. Some servers have the mine reset based on time. Oh, so that way your mine can have new resources. Well, that's kind of interesting. We went with a Feed the Beast style. We had like trees and harvesting. I love trees and plants and anything that I can collect. I am a super hoarder of stuff. I just like having stuff. In real life, I don't have a lot of stuff. I used to. And in college, my house that I was living into got broken into. And at that point, I fully understand the whole thing about store your treasures in heaven, not storing them on Earth, so I stopped storing them on Earth. And so I don't have a lot of stuff. But in game, oh, I can store all kinds of stuff. And so I do. I just go crazy with this stuff. Golden cup. Oh, that actually sounds interesting. I have never actually considered anything like that to do it. Whoop. Corner. I'm gonna fall off my own mountain again. I have fallen off this thing so many times, it's a little embarrassing. Just want to get a little edge around here. And over here. To get enough dirt to be able to go back and fill that one in. But there's a lot of stuff to fill in. There's a lot of land to fill in. I have a grid system built out that every 5 blocks there is a torch, and I've been trying to do that all through here. Problem with it is that it's not necessarily easy to do when you have buildings in the way. So I'm hoping when I build my village, I'll remember that, because that's kind of an important fact. And, damn, yeah, I am looking forward to the bridge that goes through here. I haven't built it yet, obviously. And I need to put pillars on my, you're filling it over here. I need to put pillars on my floating convention center. This looks so weird. Yeah, I do plan on putting pillars down from these corners so that it's not just randomly hanging out there. Yeah. So, yeah, terraforming. That is an awesome word. I am going to use that in my YouTube video. Thank you. Because I have to turn these, and I've been really bad about that. I am 3 weeks behind on my YouTube videos because I've been playing Warframe. That game is, I have been calling it toxic because to me it is toxic. Before every Thursday, every time I stream Attack Back on Thursdays, we stream Warframe, we get into a fight. Usually a pretty big one. And that's why our stream is late every time, because there is a good chance we are not going to be actually playing because we are fighting so hardcore on it. I've usually logged in and logged out several times. I've actually at one point deleted it off my computer. And I gotta tell you, unless you are truly committed to not playing it, don't do it. I am changing the terrain right now. Just filling in this hole because I need somewhere for my villagers to live once they are living here. And normally I wouldn't care so much and everything, but I'm running out of time. They are just about done, it looks like, a lot of the updates. And, oops, no, I want to do 2. And once the updates are done, oh, no, they're on me. I was like, oh man, do I have to go all the way back over there? But I don't. Then they'll bring out the full release. Once they do that, then I need to go and build. So Yeah. Tackback and I were actually looking at playing Terraria again. We played it. I can't seem to find any recordings for it, so I don't know if I was playing it while I was streaming and doing YouTube for it, but I have to go back and actually check my recordings, and I might actually put a YouTube series from when we were playing it together. But yeah, I am not as creative in Terraria and stuff. Like I didn't do a lot of decorating and things that I would normally do. It was weird. It just didn't feel... Ooh, hole. We have a hole. What level are we on? 75. All right, in that case, we no longer have a hole. Hole is fixed. Yes, you do not see that I am just filling this in. This is why we have problems later on when I go to actually build something here. I'm like, I'll dig down one and then fall to my death because that is what happens when you're not paying attention to what you're building. Or like out by that one corner of my fence, there is some serious zombie moaning going on over there. And I have no idea why, because I thought I had lit up everything. What I wish worked and does not work anymore is the X-ray machine, where what you do is you would build a hole. It was dangerous too to do it. And you would put, I do believe it was TNT around you, and then put a cover on your head. So it made it dark. So you had this hole that you would stand in, and there'd be TNT all the way around you and up on the levels. And if you did that, you could see through the TNT because it was a kind of a block glitch for them. And it let you see through all the blocks. And so you could X-ray essentially doing that. And you could see where all the dark spots were. And I used to love doing that. That was back in my early days. But you couldn't really do it on a multiplayer server because guaranteed somebody would just come along and blow you up. And I did try. And I did get blown up because they were smarty pants. If you need a miner, you can be that person. Well, mining I can do. I need a designer on there. Like, I can build, but I don't have huge amounts of ideas for what to build. I am not a creative builder. I am an amazing mimic, and I am an amazing adapter. Like, this conference center is actually based on a building I saw in real life. And I liked it. So I said, I'm going to build that. And so I kind of did. And the polar bear, as you know, is actually deviant art that was done. And they made a solid polar bear. I decided to turn it into an aquarium because an aquarium is awesome. My barn is based on a stall that I saw. Somebody had an actual stall, just a single stall for their horses. And I thought it looked awesome. So I repeated that stall pattern and then made a second floor with it and just kept going. But I am not the one who designed the stall. I am the one who adapted the stall into a massive barn and then put all my animals in it. So that's what I can do. All of these houses are the generic Minecraft houses. Like there's the little ones. I just made them colorful. Okay, that one is me. I will admit, I built that out of my head. But it's only a little fishing hut. But it's my little fishing hut. Now this will be raised, I'm not going to raise it now, all the way up to here because it has to get to 79 to be the same as everything else. If not, it's just a hole in the ground. I just don't know how I'm going to do it over here. Because that's a lot more hole in the ground and actually needs to be filled in. So that's kind of a big generic hole. That was weird. Can I fill in this piece? Yay! I got 2 left. You And you. Congratulations. Can I get back out of here? Maybe not. Ah, maybe. Okay, so then I have another problem up here because 79, which is supposed to be our minimum height, is here. That's not 79. That's a big giant fence. That's a big giant intentional fence. Yeah, all my yeah, that's all we had. They were all in little square apartment buildings. That's where they lived. Those little apartment buildings with little platforms off the side so they could step outside, and then that was it. So that we could use their platforms for killing things. And then this. I am not filling this in. That is not happening. Just no. And I didn't carve this out. All I did was I carved along this edge and I carved along that edge because it actually tapered down and I wanted a lower level for this one. So I'm keeping this one, which means I have to keep this one. If I'm keeping this one, then where does it end? Like it has to end somewhere over here, I guess. And then this needs to go up as a straight edge to the proper level. And then there will be little stairway bridges that go up. And then this will have to come down. Do I have shovels? I have the shovel. So this will have to come down to this grounding level as well. And then we have this weird bubble here. Like it comes in here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't want to fill that in because that's going to be a pain. But all of this here, like I actually sat down and figured out where the line was that goes straight across from one side to the other and pushed all the trees back because my wall that I want to build is going to be about 5 wide. It is a design I made when I was on a server. I'm trying to remember what the server was called. I loved that server. Unfortunately, the server ended because the owner of the server passed away. And the person who took it over really didn't know what he was doing. It was an amazing server. It was a server for people who were former admins and were on servers. So we brought the remnants of our servers to his server so that we didn't have to do any of that stuff anymore. We didn't have to run anything anymore. We just played. And it was amazing. It was so amazing. But the guy who took it over from him, who was his friend, supposedly, he didn't understand that. He didn't understand we were there to relax and not worry about stuff. Oh, it is 79. Okay. Yay. But then what do I do with this being 79 now and that little lump being 79? Like, this looks silly. So this needs to come down to the level down here. I do believe it's this level. So at 71 is going to be most of this area. And so I'm going to do things like grow jungle trees. Stepping away for a sec. Okay. I'm going to grow jungle trees and stuff here in the corner. And I'm going to build the jungle houses, the new jungle house designs. And I'm going to, yeah, there are so many things. I'm super excited. I am going to put in also I also don't know which level this is going to be. This is going to be a moose. This is going to be a moose. This is going to be so exciting. It's going to be a moose. This is our skelly spawner. They come up here, they go across there, and they drop down there. What is in here? Oh, I have stuff in here that I don't need because we're not cutting any more trees. This place was full of trees. I deforested it completely. And again, a decision has to be made about all of this. Are we doing an upper plateau? Is it going to stay there because it matches all the way around the edge? And then do we put a lower one down here? I just don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. But our farm is happy. Ah. So yeah, we're gonna need bridges. Like there's so much to do, and a lot of it is I need to clear land first. And excuse me, horse. There's just a lot of clearing that needs to be done, a lot of prep work. I'm a little laggy over here because I have so many animals and they're all doing their own thing. Let me back through here. I need to go collect the eggs. I haven't been in here in a while because my wheat hasn't grown. Hello, little ones. Hi, Henrietta. How are you today? Are you good? Only 2 eggs? And no babies. Henrietta has been with us for a very long time. She has seen many massacres where I have had this thing pretty much full and then killed everybody in it. Because that's just the way I roll. But this design is me. That design... Is that really a chicken on the top of my house? No. We do not do chickens on top. Lots of banners. There is an app, actually, that you can... Or a program you can do that has all the banners in it. They're all inside. Chicken. No chicken on the roof. If you can spawn on here, that's not good. Come on. Come on. Get down. Back into the field. Don't know how you got in here. One more. One more. I don't want to go with you. No. Come on. There you go. Bye-bye. Kerplunk. They actually have a little animation now when they land. That is so cool. All right. So we need to go and... Oh, I killed all the bunnies. We're down to just these ones. But I'll keep breeding them and then... Well, then I'll keep killing them. So one of the things that I needed to do is I need the fire protection, splash potions. I actually need to open these 2 up and put them down. The cobble in there. Put everything else in here. You can go over here. You are not going to be needed. And leave those there. Let's take some fire resist with us. Okay, I'm a bit paranoid, so I do need some. Bed and water are not needed because you can't use them in the nether. Actually don't need shovels either because I'm not going to need them in the nether. Alright, let's go do some nether stuff. I made signs last time. Telling us where places go. Although... apparently I didn't make one for that way. This will take me to the end. I really didn't make a sign for that way? Weird. Oh, this is where you were asking where is it that I am using all of this cobble. You see it right here. I use all the cobble to build my nether tunnels. They're ugly, and I don't actually care, because, yeah. I've built pretty ones before, but, they take a lot more work, and I don't have anyone else to help me with them, and they kind of terrify me. Alright, so the Blaze and Wither Farm are down there. Up there is the ice house. And back that way is the main base. And we're going to start off right from the beginning with somebody who should not be in here. Yeah, I will deal with you in a second. Actually, I will deal with you right now. Let's not step on the fire. There's 1 and 2. Okay, if we could not be burning now, that would be great. What sword do I have? Looting 2. Alright. And you set fire to something over here. It's out. Okay. Yeah, the problem within here is it's so close to the blaze spawner that I kind of run into a bit of a problem with that. They are a little unfriendly. What's in here? Okay, nothing that I need. Out there, as you can see, there is... Okay, you can't see very well. But out there, you can see there's a weird little gray box right there. That is right between 2 platforms. You can see one there's platform and there's a platform. Oh my gosh. That startled me pretty good. Thank you for the follow. But what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the center. We're going to take out the barriers for it and extend it a little bit, and then take out all the lights, and hopefully we'll have withers. I have not seen a wither in a long time. In a really long time. Quite honestly. So, although this thing terrifies me, I really haven't seen a reason for it to do so. But first, we need to go in here. This is my incredibly low-tech version of a spawner. Like, incredibly low-tech. Hi, guys. And then we just shoot them. Oh, I need to take my looting sword. Pop up. He's done. He's... Ow, there was 2 of them there. He's done. Let's put out that fire, put out that fire. And we come hide in the corner again. Whoop. In the corner. Okay, spawned. This one naturally came locked up like this. I didn't actually put it here. It's here all by itself. Which is kind of cool. Ow. That one spawned just as I came out. What are we at? 9. 9, that's not bad. I did have a better... Oh, another one over here. Hi, sorry, I missed you. One of the problems of here is right under here is a drop down into lava. So that's not good. Really not good. Okay, another sip of tea. How is my sword? It's got fire aspect on it. For some reason I put fire aspect on all the swords that I really shouldn't have. Come on. Spit one out for me. I hear you. I'm glad I wasn't standing there and I came up here instead. Eh. I don't think I picked that up. Nope. I try to trade out some of those blocks and it's like, yeah, no, you don't want to be doing that. Stay away from there. Why can't I? There it is. I still have a minute 41. Come on. Thank you. Even though they can't fire hurt me, they can physical hurt me. They can hit me and actually do me damage. Which kind of sucks. But I need more of these because I need more potions. Okay. Alright. Oh, we can't kill him with meat. Out we go. And down we go. Out the door. All I did was I built this little contraption around it and kept these guys here. Now that I think about it better, I probably should have used the other one. I would have had more control over that one. But this one is just better. Is there? Huh. There's one outside the perimeter. I figured this was better because it was buried. My goal is a stack of these, because I used a lot of them to make potions. And since I have looting, there's a better chance of getting 2 rather than 1. But the number of things that spawn, there isn't a lot I can do. So, kind of stuck. Well, I'm waiting for that. Let me see what I have on here. I need to get more gas tiers. I need to find somewhere that I can hunt gas, because right now I don't have a good gassed area. So that is one thing I don't have a lot of, is the fire resist, or the potions for that. Wow. I'm actually on fire. I should do something about that. And that too. There we go. Yeah, so we need somewhere like that. I do have a reasonable area, but it's back where the road connects up to the ice house and stuff like that, along that direction. I need a sharpness 5. Gotcha. And let's eat. Okay, I also need a roof. This is where my creativity is not doing great, because every roof I put on that house makes it look like a mushroom. And I don't want my home to look like a mushroom. So I'm not sure what to do. My other option is to turn it into like an upstairs terrace, I guess, but then I'll need stairs. And I don't want any more stairs. Can you, like, be a convenient location to die? Like, this is not convenient. Something physically hit me. Yeah, 46. My mouse is very awkward right now. We had to reset a few things, and as a result, the sensitivity of my mouse is completely messed up. So I can't move around very well. So yeah, I do need an upper floor that looks right, because right now it looks funny. I'm actually going to write these down as separate things. So, top of house. Gas farm. I do know that that one area happens to have a lot of gas, because that's where I farmed them before. they're here. Okay. Let's get rid of some of this fire. Damn. Just left. Ow. No. Stop hitting me! Oh, it's the fire that's hitting me. There we go. Nope. He is physically hitting me. I need to move. Because something was actually hitting me. Let's eat and hide for a little. Yeah, I got 6 minutes of fire resist on me, so that's not okay. And we have a full stack, so once we kill these ones, we are done. Done with those guys. Alright, no, keep healing. Heal 100%. Again, they can do physical damage. They can't do fire damage on me. Run it in. You. I hear, like, they all sound like they're behind me. And in this corner. No, stop spawning them right where I am. He's down. Is that everybody? That's everyone. We're out of here. We are so done. I need the 2 blocks. Goodbye. Really? This is why I have this here. So that I can build a new door when I need a new door. Alright, so let's go take a look down here. It's gonna run... I have to fill in between here. So do I have any blocks I can peel right now? Start this filling in process. This should look very different. Yeah, I have quite a few picks. Okay. And... that's terrifying! That is totally terrifying when it does that. I don't like the fencing. Especially when there actually is nothing under there. Nope. There. It's a pretty design, but it is a terrifying design. And we're out. All right. And put that one in there. Yeah, I have to be careful that I don't get knocked off by anything, because that can happen. And since I have splash potions, I can't exactly do anything with them that's, like, truly useful. I'm not sure why I have so many splash potions, but I do. Because when you fall into lava, you kind of want to drink the potion rather than splash yourself with it. There's nowhere to really splash yourself. Oh, jeez, I hate that noise. Now, I don't actually know what's required for nether farms. I just know I want to kill them. And I know since I lit this place up, they haven't shown up. But I was under the impression they don't care about light levels. But I could be wrong about that. Yeah, we're not getting that fence back. I hate seeing that lava down there. This one is not so bad because I don't see the lava. I know it's there, but I don't see it. I did want to make it 3 wide, but this doesn't actually go any further. It just ends. I'm like, okay. I could still do it. I could still fill in. But just to where that little bit goes. And then that's it. Hello, hello, hello. Keep running. Don't know which arrow I have, but... there you are. And... sweet! Aw, seriously? It was a gas tier. No, it wasn't. Shift and look over. Oh, it is a gas tier, and there it is. Can we get to it? Alright, first off, we have 9 seconds left of our fire resist. We now have 7 minutes. It's right there. Yeah, no pick. This is not a time to be going out. We got it! We got it! And going back up. Which, while we're here, we will extend our platform a little. Probably only to that far. That was exciting! Only very terrifying, actually. I think that's a better word for it. It's very scary. What were we taking apart this? Actually, over here. They're changing the formula on how to make stairs. That's one of the changes they're doing. I have no idea why those are in there, and I get tricked into going in there several times. Okay. Now I know why this one is here, because there is nothing in between here. That is open. In a very unhealthy way. There. Let's extend this out. I want it to match. There. Okay. So, edge of that. there. And there. That's a good start. Ooh! Ooh! We need these guys. If we can convince them not to jump off the edge. They both went over. Oh, but then we got more over here. We got lots more